All right. Do we have our C2 predictions?
Who wants to go first? Because I have mine, and I'm gonna do a little explanation with mine. But if you two want to go first,
Let's just go one at a time, each gold and blue team, right?
okay. So I'll start. I'll start with the Blue League, right? Because it's Dynamite. It's gonna be the flagship show. I'm having going in as the Continental Champion Okada, and I think the story of Okada is the Elite are going to do everything they can to keep the only title the Elite has left. Spoilers for Jack Perry, but I'm assuming he loses it soon. And so they have to do everything to have Okada keep the titles without directly interfering, because that's a rule. Is if you interfere in a Continental title match, I think you just get fired.
Yeah.
So that's the whole gimmick: is how does Okada keep the title? And I'm also gonna say they're so focused on Okada winning the Blue League, they might forget about someone winning the Gold League.
Oh, okay. Uh, you started with blue or
Yeah,
gold?
I started with blue.
Okay. My blue league first guy, Roderick Strong.
Ooh.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, he's actually on my list.
He may or may not be on my list too. Chad, who's your first pick? Oh, sorry. Do you want to explain yourself, Dave? Or
Yeah, I've got a guy on the gold team, which could be or the gold league, that could be a interesting time when if they have to face each other. That's all I'll say.
Ooh.
Chad?
I think other than Okada, the first pick for me, obviously. You know what? I think this is the perfect way for Shelton Benjamin to come in and maybe rack up some wins after probably pulling a couple losses to maybe be in the pin eater for
The
Hurt Business.
Yeah. That's smart. I wonder if he's also on my list, and I might have changed it tonight. But I'll get to that. My second participant in the Blue League is Pac. Now, a minor theme of my C2 is gang warfare. So I try to have as many different teams be a part of it just for fun.
Yeah.
And so I thought Pac would be a good, because I was looking at last year's C2, and I really wanted Hangman or Osprey or something. But unless those people are winning, you shouldn't really have them be in it. And because I don't want to see Osprey lose 5 times, I don't want to see Hangman lose 5 times, but I also don't have them at least winning this one. So I think Pac is a good name to get a lot of wins, but not win or even make it to the finals.
Okay. Let's see. My second blue league is Samoa Joseph.
Ooh.
It's another name I really wanted, but because I don't have him winning, I don't want him losing. So I did put him up. But that's a great name.
Fair. Let's see. Yeah, mine, I'm kind of going through picking a people who are, I think, just put on, kind of like last year, put on great freaking matches. They're mid card to upper mid card people. So Roddy's definitely on there, but Dave already said him. So I'm going to switch that out to Roosh.
Good pick. Good pick. I'm not going to change my picks just because I like my picks a lot. So I have Roderick Strong next, representing the Undisputed Kingdom. Just because Roderick Strong and Pac, Roderick Strong and Okada. Come on,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, amazing matches. He'd almost be like the Jay Lethal, put on 100 good matches and he can lose every single one and still be great.
Yeah, the story. By the way, the story I have with Okada in my head is in the first 2 matches, he just stalls for time. He's like, I won't lose. And then he looks at the points and he's like, wait, I'm not going to win. And then he goes crazy and batters his opponents and wins the last 2 or 3 or whatever. Nice. But started out with him I'll just stall. I'll tie.
Yeah, that makes sense. My third Blue League competitor, Roosh. Uh, he's got to be in it. I think that would be a really great idea. Um, I'm looking up here too, who the members, all competitors from the 2023 were, just so I have that information in my head. We'll
I,
go over that after we're done.
I actually only have one guy returning from last year's C2 in mind.
I have two.
Chad.
You know, this is kind of sort of be my Jay Lethal of the thing, which is he's he'll be happy if he gets a win, but I'll love every friggin' match he's in. Juice Robinson.
I
Good
almost
shout.
picked him. I
Good
almost picked
shout.
him.
Yeah. Like he'll be entertaining. He'll put on a bunch of good matches, and if he wins one, I'd be surprised.
Yeah. I have representing the conglomeration, Kyle O'Reilly. Why not? And I think if we're talking about who would take the pins, I think in the blue league, I would try to split him between Strong and Kyle O'Reilly, but maybe have
Yeah.
Kyle take more pins. And then you could also say 5 and 6 could lose a couple, like one or two matches as well, and it wouldn't hurt their overall look. But like, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
My fourth Blue League competitor, a returning Brody King.
Big fan. Big fan.
I want to see him do great things. He's not winning it. Yeah, when we're all done, we gotta just say who we think the final two will be and who will win out of our picks.
I wonder if you'll be able to guess mine by the time I get there.
I don't have who I think you're talking about because I used the TNT title logic on Jack Perry or
See,
Garcia.
I'm using that TNT logic on purpose because I like all I'll say is I like the TNT title and I don't want it to go away. But maybe there's two other titles that I think should be combined.
Oh, okay.
Chad, who's your next pick?
Let's see. As I just scroll around the thing, because I'm kind of doing this on the fly. Ooh, there's a good one. Representing the Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher.
I had Kyle Fletcher heavily considered, especially based off of what he's doing now.
Yeah.
I just couldn't fit him in.
No.
But I also would say another excellent pick.
Yeah. Just for me, like the match quality was the big thing about C2, and like so it's kind of fun to put together the all those guys where it's like, oh, they're good, they don't get enough spotlight. This is the version. This is the what could do it for them.
My next pick, number 5 for the Blue League. You want to talk about great matches? Hologram.
Ooh,
Oh, good
Hologram
pick.
and Pac, Hologram Okada, Hologram Strong, Hologram Kyle O'Reilly, and then Hologram against my number 6.
That's fair.
All right, my number 5 Blue League. Good old slap nuts himself, Jeff Jarrett.
Nice.
Another
He,
guy I couldn't fit in, but is a
he
great pick.
he was in the Owen, and I loved that. So I would love him to be in the C2. Yeah, you guys know how much I love Jeff Jarrett. He's on my Mount Rushmore. He
True.
knocked off Hulk Hogan.
Jeff Jarrett would be a lot of fun in the C2.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for. And the
Right.
beauty of it too is like they get to wrestle everyone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so many cool things that could come out of it.
All right. Yeah. My last pick for Blue League, we are gonna go with Hook.
Good pick. I think like a lot of these guys you're saying, I was heavily thinking about,
Right?
but I was just like,
Well, you're building the actual storylines.
yes,
I'm just like picking cool matchups.
I'm having Okada and Pac win all or almost all of their matches, or they tie, right? Like that. So I'm building my blue ring around Okada and Pac, and
Yeah.
so then it's like a bunch of other people who will have good matches but lose. And so my number 6 is Shelton Benjamin. Um, and
Oof.
I think I changed that right before we did this. It was Shibata, and I'm a
Oh,
little
yeah.
sad about taking Shibata off. But like again, that gang warfare I was talking about, you gotta have someone from the Hurt Business. And I liked what Chad was saying, where like he's gonna probably take some pins for a little bit, but like you don't want Lashley in there right
Yeah.
away. So I think
Unless he's
Shelton.
gonna win the thing.
Yes, again, like if Osprey was going to win this, I'd put Osprey in there, but I don't think Osprey should win this one. This one, just with who you have as the current champ and who's like running around your company right now, this is who I would pick. But yeah, so my whole blue league is up. Dave, who's your last member?
I've got Will Ospreay.
Great pick. Great pick.
He's the king of the gauntlet matches. I think he has a pretty good chance of winning the C2.
Okay. Very fair. Who's your first gold league member, Chad?
First Gold League, I actually have hologram picked for Gold League.
Yeah.
He's well, Gold League is more surrounded, like because it was kind of divided last year, right, between Collision and that.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought holograms really been more on Collision. So that's kind of my line of reasoning.
Um, all I'll say is I wanted like the matches to be kind of like diversified in a way. And so the only reason I don't have hologram on gold is because there's someone else who I've seen wrestle hologram a lot lately. And it's not like it's been bad. I just don't want them wrestling hologram
Yeah.
again. So that's the only reason I have hologram in the blue league. And again, hologram Pack, hologram Okada, I want matches like that.
Yeah.
But my first member of the Gold League is Takeshita.
Ooh.
And I'm picking Takeshita to get all 15 points. I want him to win every single match. And like that's far fetched, right? I get that.
Not
But
that
like
far fetched.
I want this to be Takeshita like, oh, when you take Don Callis away, he still is good. And he
Yeah.
I want everyone to like be lifted up by the C2. So like even if they take a couple losses, it's like, damn, you were in the C2. You did great. So yeah, Takeshita as the international champion walks into the C2.
Ooh.
All right, my first member of the Gold League, because he has the gold, Okada.
Good point. Good point. Chad, who's your second member of the Gold League?
Huh. Huh. Oh, that'd be a funny one. Shoot. I scrolled right past it because I was looking for something hilarious. Oh, there we go. That was the one I was hoping for. Scorpio Sky.
Ooh, okay.
Because he needs to do something at AEW.
Yeah.
Remember, he was good to good to go last year when Collision started.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick. All right, my second pick for the Gold League, Wheeler Yuta. And remember how I said Pac is going to be the second most winningest person or the first most winningest person in the Blue League, at least for the bit of it, right? Like it's all about Okada and Pac. I would have Yuta lose every single match in the C2. And I think like it's gonna be the rough one where it's like, oh, and he's like every week he's being directly compared to Pac. And so it's like, ooh, a little dissolution, and it might build to Yuta leaving the C2.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry, having Yuta leave the Death Riders because he should take some punishment for performing so badly in the minds of Moxley, right? Look at Pac, he's doing so well. You're not. You're letting us down. So that's kind of how I would book that.
Yeah, I like that. My second Gold League competitor will be a returning and cleared Powerhouse Hobbs.
Ooh.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Chad, who's your next pick?
Huh. Shoot. You know what? I think the Redwood Big Bill needs to be in here.
I thought about
A
him
really
too.
good pick. I may or may not be agreeing with Chad on selecting. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, I have Big Bill on my Gold League,
Nice.
representing the Learning Tree. And again, I'm looking at this to build almost everyone in this to like at least bring them up like a level. And so I
Yeah.
think pushing Big Bill a little bit, getting some awesome matches. Why not?
Just remember, he was AEW Tag Champ like
Yeah.
what 9 months ago.
Again, this is all to be like when their stable isn't. It's like what happened with Jay White. You know, he didn't have the Bang Bang Gang and he was still winning. So it's like, oh shit, Jay White's cool.
Yeah.
Like Swerve Strickland didn't have the Gates of Agony and he still won a bunch of matches. That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see, my turn.
Yes.
Adam Cole, baby.
I thought about him a lot. I don't know why I didn't put him on there. I just didn't. But that's a good pick.
Yeah. Cool. Who you got, Chad?
All right, Mr. Collision. When he when he gets the hot tag as part of his team, he is in fucking invincible. Dax fucking Harwood.
See, I was actually thinking about Cash Wheeler for a bit.
Cash has never had a singles match in AEW.
I was really thinking about Cash Wheeler. I think that just because I think that would have been interesting, and because Dax is the immediate choice, but the best wrestler ever, of course, he's gonna win the whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's a good pick. I'm joking, but that's a good pick. I have Jay White as the only returning C2 member because it was Daniel Garcia up until we started talking about the show and recording this podcast. And I went, oh, wait, I think I'll win the TNT title by then. I don't like, and I have this whole Takeshita Okada thing. I don't want the TNT title to go away. So I just went, Jay White, why not? He's a good pick.
Yeah. My fifth Gold League participant will be Adam Page.
Baby.
I really, really wanted Adam Page in mine. I'll put that out there right now. I really wanted it. I just didn't. I don't have him winning it.
Nope, me neither. Me neither.
Chad. Oh, sorry. Do you have something you want to say?
No, Chad.
Fair. Let's see. Who's gonna be my Gold League Jay Lethal? Oh, there's a good one. And he can be actually do some pretty good matches too. Super bad, Kip Sabian.
Yeah, I like it. Representing the LFI, the Beast Mortos.
Yeah.
You'd be like that. Yours Brody King.
And Beast Mortos is why I didn't have Hologram in this league, because it's not like the matches are bad, but like I want those two separate. I want them to have different matches. So, because they're both talented.
Yeah, that makes sense. My final Gold League participant, Kyle Fletcher.
Good pick. Have you said all 6 for your Gold League, Chad? I think you have, right?
I'll be honest. I'm just kind of throwing out names. So
Just yeah.
I thought you went first, Chandler, then me, then Chad. So
Yeah.
wouldn't that mean he has one more?
All right. Who's your last one, Chad?
or no, that was my last one, wasn't it?
Because you
Yeah,
said Okada as
yeah,
champ, and then you went
yeah,
to go
yeah.
on. So you
So
kind
yeah,
of
we're
went
good.
out.
Yeah, I'm good.
I have Ricochet, and I was really struggling, but I was like, you kind of need a big name, and so I have Takeshita and Jay White and Ricochet being the big names of this
Yeah.
Gold League. All right, Dave, what do you got winning? Who are in the finals? How you booking yours?
All right. So I've got um probably Okada winning the Gold League because he that makes a lot of sense to me. And I think Osprey winning the blue, and then Osprey winning the whole thing.
Nice.
It's a good shout. Chad, who do you have?
Let's see. Yeah, I think. Man. Yeah, I think. Okada's definitely gotta make it to the finals. So it's really like who's gonna fight him. And I don't think I really had any good standouts in my blue league. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say Big Bill because that just sounds funny to me.
Why not? So I would have probably Okada and Pac be in the finals of the Blue League, Okada winning, and that sets up the joke of, yeah, the Elite did it. Okada kept his title, and then they look over, and Takeshita's gone perfect in the other league, and they didn't even realize it. And then I would have Takeshita win, and combine the titles and call it like, I know Intercontinental title is right there, but call it like the International Classic title, something like that. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not the Intercontinental title.
well, call it the Continental title.
I like International Classic. That's nice.
Yeah, that way it's combining the two, and like you can also just say, okay, it's C2 time. Either A, they have to defend the International Classic title because you'll never bring them apart. They're always one title from now on. Or B, you say that the International Classic title is its own thing, and you just have it be for a world title shot.
Fair.
Either or.
A little history here. Eddie Kingston won the first C2, beating John Moxley in the finals. And the competitors were Bryan Danielson, Kingston, Andrade, Claudio Castagnoli, Brody King, Daniel Garcia, and then John Moxley, Swerve, Jay White, Roosh, Mark Briscoe, and Jay Lethal. So that's cool. I forgot Roosh was in there before.
Yeah, he had some bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is gonna be fun. We'll have to watch Collision now.
Oh, well, that won't be bad.
Nope. Well, cool. Yeah, that was awesome. Glad we predicted that. So it'll be fun to see how that pans out.
Mm-hmm.